Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I'm gonna do back-to-back 3 videos today. All right. Sorry. First fragrance gonna be an unisex fragrance. Second is gonna be female perfume, and third one I think is gonna be a men's fragrance. All three are none of them actually are my bottle. They're gonna be two sample reviews and one full-on bottle review. So first of all, the one I'm gonna review right now is the replica house, Maison Margiela, Maison Margiela's house. And I have recently received, as I showed you before, from Auveek bhai, my dear brother. He gave me a sample set of discovery set rather from Replica House, which he purchased recently. And there are 10 fragrances there. I have reviewed initially two a long time ago, Jazz Club and By the Fireplace, fantastic fragrances. And then yesterday, I think I did Beach Walk. That was the first one. So today, as you see, there's one missing from there. We're gonna be looking at it. I think Whispers in the Library or at the library. Whispers in the Library. Okay. So I just want to show you one thing. They have given some sort of a what you call story here. They basically try to replicate certain period of time or incident or a place in a fragrance bottle. Okay. And these fragrances are EDT 100 ml, and they also can be had for 10 ml discovery. I mean, like travel atomizer, and then you can also buy these sample sets. All right. So that's the kind of information that I received. Also, these fragrances are gonna be like $140, $120, depending on where you buy them from. So kind of expensive, I think. And I'm still confused, designer or niche. So either one, these fragrances are not actually cheap. So it's a good thing that if you buy this one sets, it's gonna cost you about $65, I think, or a little bit more. But you can discover their fragrances before you pull your trigger on a full-on bottle. So let's see what Whispers in the Library has to offer. And another thing is, if you take it off the sleeve, it opens up very nicely like a book. I really like this. It's like I forgot to show you yesterday. It opens up like that. It's kind of like a very nice touch. I really like them, and they are all sprayable samples, which I really appreciate. So let's see. I have been wearing this perfume in my hand. This one, the sample. They are all 2 ml samples. I've been wearing this in my hand for last half an hour or so, and I used it twice. As you can see, juice level went down a little bit. So this one I picked up second because I believe this is an interesting name. Library, what comes to your mind is library, books, shelves, like if it's a little bit older library, like old school style library, it's gonna be all wooden kind of furniture, and you're gonna have that dusty smell, kind of like old smell that is dated with from the book, old books, and a little bit of the furniture woody, kind of like the steps. Imagine it's kind of like a very classic library. So that's the kind of smell to expect. And I was very interested because I have seen one house. I forgot the name. They make the very not very long lasting, but they make these perfumes, and it's like kind of like a bottles are like body shop kind of bottles, and they replicate all the kind of like a grass, every single thing like the rain. You guys know what I'm talking about. I forgot the name. So anyway, so they do this kind of sense, and this one for the first time I actually wanted to smell something that smells like library. So let's see how close it is. So when I smelled for the first time, this fragrance is two things interesting. I checked on Fragrantica. It suggested it's similar to Dior Homme, the old formulation, the first formulation. And the second thing they said, it's kind of like a woody, spicy, vanilla, that kind of a scent. So definitely I was talking about the wooden furniture. So the woods definitely has to be part of this, right? But it's, to be honest, it has this nice sort of powdery effect to the fragrance. It reminds me of few fragrances, but not exactly pinpoint clone of anything. Okay, at times it reminds me of a little bit of Bulgari Man in Black, because the wood is spicy but minus the rum note. It reminds me of Rocky Mountain Woods, like D Square, Hue Wood, the dusty sort of nice effect, and it has this powdery vibe that sawdust would give you. That's another thing. The last thing it really gave me like feel of a softness of vanilla and a little bit peppery kick. It's a very soft scent. So the smell, maybe perhaps the powdery aspect that you think of, powdery iris from Dior Homme, not Dior Homme Intense. Dior Homme, it's more powdery, more softer in nature. So this fragrance kind of has that vibe. But the disappointing part of this fragrance is just like the beach walk, you're not gonna get a beast mode longevity out of it. That's one thing. If you really want to spend your money and you're gonna be disappointed if it doesn't perform, yes, this is gonna a little bit disappoint you, in my humble opinion. But the creativity is there. If you do not mind the smell, it lasts about 3 to 4 hours on me. I mean, that's what I got on my skin. Perhaps many people would get from a bigger bottle, a little bit better, but I reckon it's not going to be more than 5 hours. So it's a moderate longevity with very moderate sillage and what do you call projection. So this fragrance smells kind of like a unisex perfume. I think women would appreciate it more. 60 women, 40 men. That's sort of a vibe. And the fragrance is nice, but I do not entirely see like what I expected. I expect the smell of a book, like a, not instead of furniture, I want to smell like a book, like old, the page and the papers, they have a smell, like papyrus wood or something. So some woody notes are there, but that smell of pepper, like not pepper, paper, So that smell I was expecting from a book smell. This one doesn't give me that much, but it's a nice scent, clean scent, but it's just, for me, it's the middle of the road. So overall, considering everything, this fragrance the name is very interesting, conceptually it's very nice, but upon wearing this, I am kind of disappointed. So for the first time, I think I'm gonna pass. I don't think I'm gonna look into this further, but you can give it a try if it really intrigues you. You can get better sense than that with better performance, woody, spicy fragrances. There are a lot more. If you really want a suggestion, I would say Zadig and Voltaire. This is him. That one has an incense, kind of like a nice burst, and very long-lasting performance. Not the same, but similar vibe, but better performer. So overall, this fragrance I'm giving it 5 out of 10, just because it did not impress me. So that's the first one. I think it's called Whispers in the Library. So now time to move on to the second review. See ya.